The West has a wrong view of the communist system. The communist system is not individualized. It is not. It is like the communist system at its heart is kind of like a computer or group orientated. The communist system is about intermeshing people. It teaches people from birth that you have a role to play, that you are a part of the greater system, which is your group, maybe a little bit side groups. Like if there's a person over there starving, you help them, basically, if you can, safely. But the communist system at its heart is basically that I am Lucifer, I was creator, I was leader, blah, blah, blah. When I'm done, I'm discarded. You know, of course, some people love me anyway and want me to stick around. Okay, but it's basically like whether you are a leader, whether you are the lowest person on the totem pole or the lowest person shoveling dirt, you are playing a role in the greater system that is your civilization, that is your life, that is humanity, that is everything. You serve yourself, you serve your leader, you serve your family, you serve your neighbor, in a way. Anyway, that is the heart of the communist system. That there really is no individual, there is only the group. It is Russian, it is China, it is that it's basically kind of like if you don't farm today, then there's not going to be food tomorrow, and then you're going to starve, and they're going to starve, and then everyone else is going to starve, kind of thing. Or they're going to come and steal your food. Anyway, it's about cogs intermeshing. It's about, like I said, in the communist system, you can pick your order. You can be like, oh, I want to be a astronaut. And within a certain degrees, if you really try and want to be an astronaut, they would let you be an astronaut. If you wanted to spend the hours that it took to get up to that level, whether you study for 4 hours and become an astronaut, or whether you have to study for 18 hours to become an astronaut, they're supposed to let you do that in the communist system. You can pick your cog, or you can pick your level, but everyone has a level. And everyone plays a part in the communist system. And that's what it's about, basically. Everyone kind of intermeshing. It's kind of like you're born into a company. You're born into a group. You are part of. It's like if Mitsubishi had children. If Ford, the motor company, had children. And it kind of also is that Ford or some of my companies actually had orphanages. So I literally did have born into employees, and I had to take care of them. And it was complicated. Mitsubishi had orphanages too. They would take people in and raise them to be like the company, to be like a certain way. Anyway, leaders that are like, well, it's not our problem, but we're going to deal with it anyway. Companies, like I say, Carnegie, every great leader, every great company person, Bill Gates doesn't really get it, of course, but every great person, when you own a nation, you have to feed and clothe that nation, and they're a part of you, whether you like it or not. Like whether I like it or not, whether I wanted to be a leader or not, I named America. I invented the aircraft. So America, I had to lead regardless. I didn't have a choice any more than a lot of other people had a choice. I had to be a great leader regardless. I had to figure out laws regardless. They could have been different, but hey. Anyway, so the communist system, now the thing is that for kids messing around, the communist system can be scary because it's like, well, yes, you can't hide that rape. I don't care if you're the president's son. Anyway, some children were like, blah, 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 and they got a little bit upset about it, and they even got a little scared because it's like, well, they started doing some things they really, really shouldn't have done. Like I said, bicycle seats. There were 3 or 6 children, 6 young girls that sat on explosive seats. there was a grenade or something inside of the seats. So when they sat down and then they got back up, boom, blew up their whatever, blew up their vaginas. One group tried to say blah blah, they were whores, blah blah. I ordered an investigation. It turned out that was bullshit. One of the other people, where there was a dud, she said that a group of men had threatened her to have sex with them and stuff like that. Like I said, when I found out, I was extremely mad. I might have been a little bit too mad. I said to find those people and basically torture them until they died. I left it open a little bit. But yeah, they, I mean, they had already killed 6 women or 4 women, and there was talk of maybe there being more, because it wasn't just limited to China or North Korea or wherever. There were women that sat on explosive seats in other countries as well. It was trying to be blamed as terrorist or something like that. Like I said, I just had a brief. It was like, and I was like, when I found out, I was like, whoa. Anyway, it was supposedly somebody from Harvard or one of the great schools. They said the spies tracked them down. It's kind of funny to think that, yeah, government spies from Russia and North Korea and also China found this person. And I think he said, "Don't you know who I am?" I think he was some mafia son or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is that the mafia or the mob or one group was told either they take care of it or a country's going to take care of it. So, you know. So anyway, I'm told that I was taken care of. This person, he thought it was a joke. He thought it was funny. He really didn't care. Yeah, whatever. I'm not exactly sure. I just know that it happened. And I'm pretty sure he died. So, because I was like, if that guy's still walking around in a year, take care of it. So, pretty sure it got taken care of. Whether he had a heart attack or just died or whatever, but he had already killed 6 or 7 women, and there was talk that he was going to keep going, and they estimated about 150 women would die over his lifetime. So the majority voted, and he was taken care of. That's all I know. So anyway, him and like a couple others, which weren't exactly that involved. It was just 1 or 2 or 3 of them, and they were dealt with. Like I said, when you're in the communist system, you are a part of a whole. So if you are a rapist or whatever, then you are, or someone who does not value life, then you are bringing down the whole. So the whole reacted and voted, and well, it was put to a vote, and the majority voted, men and women. So anyway, like I say, the leaders of the world were like, this kid's doing this. So I don't know. I gave her a recommendation of find him, whatever the cost, and then kill him or torture him to death. It was their choice. So, yeah. Anyway, though, it had to do with some things that were happening in North Korea or something like that. Like they thought it was just North Korea. It turned out there was other attacks and stuff. It was terrorism and stuff. It was some kid that didn't think it would be traced back to him, and it was, of course, because like 3 governments were like, where is this person? They tracked him through satellites. They tracked him through spies network. They tracked him. Can I say? Like I say, I saw some of the pictures, like the women's vagina, all the way up to here. Boom. Anyway, he was recorded laughing about it. So, what can I say? When you're a sick bastard like that, shit happens. Anyway, his other college friends were also hurt a little bit. Not violently. They were, sore muscles, sore this, sore that. So, those are the people involved in that, and that is why they were treated that way. Because they had been blowing up girls' vaginas and laughing about it because they would sit on a bicycle seat and then boom. Anyway, yeah.